girls over there, and that was the beginning of the big things in my life, and that was the first time I understood success and tasted real fame and all these things. So but I think for me to play at Wimbledon has been very special. As a child, I've always wanted to. I think any tennis player wants to play at the centre court, wants to play at Wimbledon, and very few of us are very lucky to win there. So I feel it's a dream come true for all of us, and I'm so happy that I'm able to share this with everyone back home. Because who would have thought 12 years ago that we would have a women's Grand Slam back at home as well.
To lift the nation's spirits like that must be really a special feeling.
No, it is. It is, of course. I mean, we're working so hard. These are, I've said this enough number of times. These are the moments we live for, and this is what we kept telling each other in that third set when we were down. We were down a break, and we kept smiling. And when we came out, everyone said, "Why were you guys smiling?" Because we were actually enjoying it so much, and it's a great joy, and a privilege to be playing over there and performing. This is the biggest stage.
Not hit the kind of response you get.
No, it's great.
High and mighty here.
I think. No, I think obviously everyone follows Wimbledon, and Wimbledon is something that even people who don't know what tennis is probably know what Wimbledon is, and so it's very special. The Prime Minister, the President, and everyone that I can think of has wished me, but I think just the people of the country as well, the amount of wishes that have poured in, not the celebrities, of course it's great, but I think that the people, the common people, it's amazing the joy that they take in it and the pride that they feel in it, and I do feel really, I feel very honored to be from a country where people take it so passionately. We love and hate our stars very passionately, so I've had that relationship with them, but mostly it's been love. So I feel very honored to be able to share this with the whole country.
This camera set. So was there any pressure on both of you, and how did you manage it?
Yeah, that's what I just said. We had to keep believing in ourselves. We had to keep believing that we were the better team. We had to win. We had beaten them twice before, a couple of months before. So I think that definitely did help us. And everybody knows that plays a Grand Slam or a big tournament that it's never easy to finish off a match. They were serving for it at 5-3, but it's never easy, And we just kept telling ourselves to keep enjoying the moment and keep fighting. And I guess that's what happens when you keep fighting.
Sania had two questions. One year won all the 4 Grand titles. Which are the most cherished ones? Because you won 3 US Open, French Open, Australian Open, and Wimbledon.
No, I think that there's not really. It's tough for a tennis player to choose between slams, right? We can't get so choosy. I'm fortunate enough to have won 4 Grand Slams, but for me, every single one has been very special. But the first one is definitely very special always because it's your first Grand Slam ever. But having said that, as a child, you dream of winning Wimbledon one day, and so everyone has a separate place in my heart, and everyone is extremely special in their own way.
The second thing, you have won all the 4 Grand Slams. You have won the Asian Games. Now, one thing is already Olympic gold medal. The only realistic chance is through mixed doubles. How do you look at that prospect?
Olympic gold, wow. Well, no, most definitely it would be an honor for me. I've played in a few Olympics now, and it'll be an honor for me to represent my country again. Olympics is a long way off, but if I'm healthy, then we'll do whatever we can to try and win that medal.
Tight choice for the partner there again.
What challenges do you see ahead from now? What's your next aim?
I've really had no time to aim, right after I'm done. But to be honest, at the beginning of the year, I say everyone that knows me here knows that I set very short-term goals in my life, and that's how I've always been. And at the beginning of the year, I said I would like to be #1 by the end of the year and win a women's doubles Grand Slam, and I've by the grace of God been able to achieve both in the first 6 months of the year. So sure, it would be great to win another US Open. Definitely. I think every time, me and Martina or me and Bruno, every time we enter a slam, we enter it with a shot to win it. And now with the #1 seeds, everyone expects us to win it a lot. But yeah, it would be great to win another slam by the end of the year. But also to make the championships at the end of the year, that's one of our goals. In Singapore again, I won that last year, so it would be great to defend that title.
Who will be your partner in Olympics or mixed doubles?
I really don't know right now. Right now, I don't know.
Talk to us a little bit about your chemistry with me.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, well, obviously our games are very compatible. I think that's the most important thing. She plays great from the left side of the court, and I play great from the right side of the court. And just the way we are, we kind of compensate for each other's weaknesses and strengthen each other's strengths. So to say, we consolidate it. She volleys great. I can set her up really well. From the back of the court. I serve a lot bigger than her, but her court craft is probably the best in the business, and it has been for years and years. So together I think we make a really good pair. But I think the important thing is, for me, it's great to get along with someone off the court as well. For me personally, I can't play with someone that I don't get along with. So it obviously it's great that we can we can stand each other off the court, and she's a really she's achieved so much in her life, but the hunger that she has to keep winning and keep performing is truly amazing, and I get to learn a lot from that as well. But yeah, we try and push each other. So we have a great chemistry on and off the court. Yeah, definitely. ईद हमेशा ही स्पेशल होती है, लेकिन जब जब इतनी बड़ी विक्ट्री लेके आप वापस आते हैं, तो obviously it's very very special, and thankfully I'll be at home for Eid. The timing has worked out, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
How optimistic when you are top seed in the tournament and the Wimbledon is something when it started? How do you look at it starting? Being number one in the world.
Well, I mean, it's a great high, of course, to start. I mean, to be number one in the world, of course, is great, but also to to be the top seeds at a Grand Slam is something very special. And but having said that, it also puts a lot of pressure on you, because anything less than a win, and it's a failure as the number one seed. And if you do win, then yeah, you're supposed to win. So that's just how it works, But we feel privileged to be in that position, as the number one seeds, where everyone is looking for us to win, and we're the hunted now. Obviously, in the beginning of the year when we started playing together, we were not really the hunted, because we were the new team on the block, and we won 3 tournaments in a row. Now people are trying. I'm sure people are YouTubing us, and they have enough matter to YouTube and kind of just figure out game plans. And like, we played these girls in the final a couple of months ago, and they played a completely different game, and of course it helps that the grass is probably their best surface to play against us. The matchup fits for them, but they played very aggressive, which they weren't playing in Indian Wells and Miami. They were trying to serve body and certain things. So these are things that, as the number one seeds or as one of the top seeds, you have to face, is that you're always going to be the hunted. But it's a privilege to be the hunted.
Was there a master stroke in getting Martina combined with pretty good strategies?
No, it was just about timing. I mean, actually, she asked me in Dubai, we spoke, and she was not very happy with what her partnership, and I wasn't. It was just about timing, and we said that we were actually gonna, wait till Doha, see how Doha goes. And I ended up playing the final. She lost first round in Doha, so she thought that I was gonna stick with my partner, but I was playing the wrong side to make that final in Doha. So right after Doha, she asked me if I wanted to play, and yeah, we decided to play together. So it was more about timing.
Ever since you have become the brand ambassador of Telangana, it seems to be really clicking. You see any coincidence there?
Well, I'm hoping that we're both lucky for each other. I think that's something that I've said. As soon as I became the brand ambassador, we won US Open. So yeah, it's been up ever since, and yeah, I would like to think that we're both lucky for each other.
Yeah, Martina Navratilova is coming to your academy tomorrow, so what's the plan and how inspirational is the kids?
Yeah, I think this is the whole thing, right? Like right now, I think tennis is, it's been booming for a long time, but I mean, this is a great time, especially when, we've come back with 3 titles from Wimbledon. Even in the juniors, we won something, and I think that it's a good time to have someone as inspirational as Martina Navratilova, who we've all looked up to all our lives, and it's amazing the things that she's achieved, but also the the things outside of the court that she's achieved, and so I hope that it inspires a lot of kids. I think this is what the whole goal is for WTA and us, to try and get her, and hopefully me have a little hitting session with the kids, just try and talk to them and see, and for them to understand what it takes to be a true champion.
Sunny certainly has been very inspiring for all young girls or all youngsters, but you don't really see many of them coming and making their name. So do you think somewhere down the line something is lacking and what needs to be done so that more talent can be, can come out?
I mean, I've said this enough number of times. I think we've all have, whether it's me, Mahesh or Leander, we've all said it so many times that we do lack a certain kind of system. I mean, you know, we are not the most tennis-friendly nation in the world, right? I mean, we're a cricketing nation, but tennis is not something that is up there. Maybe, you know, a weak second, but you know, so I think that we need a system in place. The kids don't really know. I mean, we're trying to do whatever we can. I mean, me and Mahesh are really, and we are trying to help kids and talk to them and kind of, you know, just to do's or don'ts, you know, and whether they make it or not is a secondary thing, but at least as long as they're doing the right things. And I think when a system is in place, I mean, you go to an LTA, you go in, you know, London Tennis Association, you go to USTA, you have all these systems in place. You have coaches, you have the topmost trainers, you know, they have everything, and they're told what to do, what not to do. Over here, it's more about trial and error, and that's why we get one in, you know, I don't know, 30 years. So most definitely there's a certain system that is lacking, and hopefully, I mean, together we can fill that void, you know, sooner or later.
Will we see more players from your academy?
Well, that's the hope, right? I mean, that's not something that I can tell you for sure, but we'll try and do whatever we can to try and, you know, keep the legacy of tennis going.
Special workshops have been taken for them at the academy?
That happens all the time, year round, whether I'm here or not. You know, there's 2 training sessions happening every day, regardless of whether I'm here or not. That keeps going on. So those are things. Tennis is, or any sport, it doesn't happen overnight. You know, people try for about 1-2 years and then they think, oh, nothing's happening. I mean, you know, when I won Junior Wimbledon, it was 10 years of hard work, and then finally you go and win Junior Wimbledon. I started when I was 6, I won when I was 16. So, you know, it doesn't happen in a flash. So people need to be patient and obviously, you know, take the, you know, rational decisions, but still you can't just play for 1 year and say, oh, I'm not getting any results, so I'm going to stop. So
Your parents have played a big role in your, how do you look to this?
Yeah, I think my parents have been, you know, rock solid for me from the beginning of my life and to now, and regardless of what has changed in my life or what will change in my life, that doesn't change. You know, they are a constant in my life, and I feel, you know, I'm very lucky to have parents that have supported me in every decision that I've made on and off the court. So, you know, that's the family that we are, and most definitely I don't think me or my sister could be able to do anything without, you know, their support.
Is there anything that you miss in life, despite being a poor Grand?
Well, I mean, as tennis players, in tennis, yeah, sure, we're very greedy, you know. If we have 4, because if we're not greedy, I think it's time I stop playing tennis. So I have to keep being greedy, and like I said, you know, I'm going to take a week off or 2 weeks off. I have a bit of a foot injury going, but I'll take some time off, and then, yeah, think about the hard court summer. I mean, to be honest, me and Martina, you know, hard court is our surface. That's really the surface that we love, and so, yeah, hopefully a few more slams before I stop.
In life?
In life, no, I'm pretty okay. I feel alright. There's not that much that's missing. I mean, sure, we all have, you know, some issues, but no, nothing that I need to complain on national television for.
So as you said, a lot of short-term goals. What's your next short-term goal?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, the hard court season is just around the corner, which is the, you know, which is really the surface for us. We like playing on that surface, and last year I made the semis with a different partner there, and she made the final actually with Panetta at the US Open. So we're looking forward to you know, going there as the #1 seeds hopefully, and I think one of the other goals is to qualify for Singapore for the championships at the end of the year. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah. That's not counted, the blackberry is not counted.
When you're going to watch Bahubali.
I have to first get some sleep. Okay, thank you.